Hello, good afternoon, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well, and it's challenge time again. There's a challenge going around at the moment by Paul Schwark, the Diecast guy, and it is the wheel swap challenge, which is an awesome challenge. Good idea. I quite like the idea of this particular challenge. There's quite a few challenges going around at the moment. I'm a little bit behind, but I thought, why not? This is a no-brainer, as I've got a lot of my wheel swap cars are out on my shelf, funnily enough, in my front room, or at least the ones I've got left anyway, because like I said before, a lot of them get given away to friends and family and online and all sorts of stuff. But anyway, I have got about 6 to show. He did say you could show 5 or more, but I'm going to show 6, and we'll get straight into it. Anyway, the first piece, just because it is close to hand, is, let's get a bit of zoom on, this awesome little Honda Civic from Hot Wheels. I really like the way this car is. No rear details, but it has got some front tampos. But I do like this generation of Civic, and these are a set of wheels that I put on, which I believe are just cheapy, like knockoff Real Riders. They're not Real Riders, they're like a knockoff cheapy online jobbies, but they're pretty good. Okay, got a bit of light on it now, you can see it. It's like a deep dish 5-spoke wheel, and I think they really suit this car well, because you've got the little white circles that match along with the white line saying Civic VTEC. I did this a couple of years ago now, I believe. I can't remember exactly, but it does sit, if you look, it sits quite nice. It isn't completely slammed, and it still rolls, which is the main thing with the wheel swap. You want it to roll. There's the tyres. So that's the first piece. Like I said, I think I did it a couple of years ago. Might have been a year ago. I can't remember now. But pretty cool. Then the next piece we're going to be showing, again, is from Hot Wheels, and it is this Range Rover. And this was a wheel swap detail, which I used to do a lot of, and I haven't done many of recently, but I will try and do a few more again in the future. It's just trying to find the time is the biggest problem. But it is a very nicely done casting from Hot Wheels, as you can see, and I put these wheels on it, these big Real Rider wheels on it, and just trying what I did to it. Oh yeah, I painted the suspension in a little bit so it gets some extra zoom on. I did the rear tailpipe, gave the suspension a little bit of a paint, and what else did we do? We did the front lights in chrome, spotlights, and if I remember rightly, if we can see inside, it should have, let's bear with my camera, it should have 2 gear sticks. If I remember rightly, I don't think you can quite see them. There you go. Can you see the tops of the gear sticks there? The little red balls, knobs, knobs, balls. Oh, what, that's great, isn't it? Start again. The little tops of the gear knobs. You can just about see it. You can see I did the seatbelt detail as well. So pretty cool. There's a little bit of chrome in there as well. I can't remember now, but again, this is one I did quite a while ago. So that is piece number 2. Piece number 3 is another wheel swap detail. Like I said, I used to do a lot of this. It's a lot quicker than doing a full custom. This one I did quite a bit too. So obviously, if I remember rightly, I believe, I'm just trying to remember what I did to it now. That's right, I sprayed the interior black on this, I believe, if I remember rightly. And the exhausts used to be one solid lump, and it took quite a while to do it. But I actually drilled little holes and filed in between to give it that proper, on the flathead there, like it would be, where you have the 3 pipes going in, the manifold. So it's actually, and then you can see some stickers on the rocker covers there, because I painted and detailed the engine. So it's got the exhaust being drilled, it's got stickers on the engine. I don't think I did anything in the interior apart from paint it. I gave a toolbox a coat of paint and some stickers, decals, to give it like it's a proper toolbox. Painted the lights. Again, the same on this side with the drilled exhaust, rocker covers details. This was a great casting from Matchbox. And then I obviously put on these staggered wheels, matching wheels, but I changed the tyres out, so you got some wides, smalls on the front, same size wheels on the back, but they got some proper chunky tyres. So it's like a proper sort of garage farm truck type thing going on, custom. And it would have looked awesome if I'd have weathered it. Maybe I'll weather it one day. I think it would look better if it had been weathered. So that was a pretty cool piece. It's piece number 3, and I think it's a 33 Ford as well. I should have said what the car was. Next piece, number 4, is a Pontiac. I believe it's a Pontiac Firebird. Let's have a little look underneath. Or is it a Pontiac Formula? No, it's the Formula. Oh, Pontiac Firebird Formula. They're covering both bases there, but you can see straight away it's got some chrome exhaust tips, which when I drop it, try again, some chrome exhaust tips on the back. And I'm trying to remember what else I did to it now. Oh, that's right. I painted the interior. It had a hideous chrome interior. So I did it in a blue to sort of match the car. So it's got a blue interior now, which makes the car look much more authentic. Obviously, it's got these wheels fitted to it. And if I remember rightly, if I get some extra zoom on, the front, the grille was actually part of the glass. So it looked like the glass. So I actually ended up painting the grille. And then when I put the car back together, it's actually given the grille a much more of an effect, and did these little vents as well in chrome. So it's little things like chrome in the vents, painting the grille, obviously part of the lights, part of the glass, sorry, giving the interior a paint, and then doing your wheel swaps makes the car. Oh, and the door handles. I did the door handles as well. But little things like that make a cheap little basic Matchbox car look as good as any premium. So that's another particular favourite of mine. So that was another wheel swap detail. Obviously the lights are already done from Matchbox. So that's piece number 4. Piece number 5 is probably one of my later customs. I did this last year. We'll just zoom out a little bit so you can get the idea. So it is obviously another one from Hot Wheels, and it is obviously a Chevy Nova wagon. And this was a pretty straightforward custom. It was just a case of strip it, repaint it. I had some General Lee stickers that I thought would look good on this. So we'll get in close now to look at you can see the shine. Paintwork turned out really nice. Considering I used rattle cans outside, you can see all that lovely fleck in the paint. Yeah, really happy with the paint on this one when it came out. The only bit that was a bit fiddly is because I wanted to put these staggered wheels and I wanted to give it a lowered effect. More low than was factory. Because it was quite low in the beginning, if I remember rightly, but I had to actually tub it out or cut it out. So you can see some seatbelt detail that I gave it, just chromed up the seatbelts. Painted the tools in the back and the toolbox red. You can see that. There you go, you can sort of see it. But I did actually cut out, I don't know if it's going to show up, there you go, you can just about see the wheel. I had to cut out slots so the wheels would sit lower to fit under those arches, because they're big wheels, a lot bigger than it was on there originally. And then I had to tube it, I had to tube the axles. And the axles were really fiddly on this, if I remember rightly, because they're such small axles. So the tubing had to be really small. And it wasn't too bad cutting the tubing out. It was more gluing the wheels into the tubes. But I did it. And left the front blank. Did the back lights. And it's still, if I can get it to, rolls a little bit wonky. But it does roll. But mainly that little bit of offset there is because the wheels are slightly offset. But cool piece. So that was a full custom. And then the last piece is probably my favourite custom that I've done, if I'm completely honest. It's not the best paintwork I've ever done, but I just really like the car. So again, we'll take a close look. So it is an Escort, Ford Escort. Paintwork's not too bad. Could have been a little bit thicker on the gloss, but I'm fussy with my paint. But this is actually, so the reason I did this colour is because they did actually make a car like this. They did actually make a Ford Escort like this. So there you go, Ford Escort RS2000. But they did make one. I can't remember the name now. it's got a particular name, this particular Escort, but Hot Wheels did a really good, they did a really good attempt at it. So I painted it the same colour as the one I seen online, and then obviously I painted the bonnet vents, painted the studs, tops of the bonnet studs there, gave the front some light detail because I didn't have any light detail, painted the mirrors in black, painted the tail in black, gave it these awesome deep dish 5-spokes, and they are very nicely dished. As you can see, if I get some extra zoom on, you'll see how dished they are. Did the door lock, or sorry, the door handles, painted the roll cage in yellow. And again, not a particularly hard custom to do. Oh, there you go. Little gear. You can see the top of the gear stick there, the little ball I put on top of the gear stick. Just little details like that is what sets them apart. But there's something about this car that I really, really like. Anyway, the video has gone on longer than I thought. So let's put the cars out. So as usual fashion, I will leave Paul's details about now. Go check him out. Awesome guy. Like I've said before, does some great videos. Likes his Mini GT. And does some awesome challenge videos. Really comes up with some great ideas. Actual fact, when I think about it, there's another wheel swap there in the background. I don't look at that very often. Let's take that off the table. So you always see this in the back of my videos, this weathered. But again, that was something that I weathered and chucked a different set of wheels on. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more challenge videos. I will try and catch up everybody else's when I get a chance. Obviously, vintage Diecast Monday episodes. And with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.